Hi everyone, welcome back to Raw FPL. So in this one, it is the game week 34 team selection. I am playing my free hit this time as well. So yeah, I'm going to go over how my free hit team's looking. There has been some big injury news as well in the press conferences this afternoon. So I'm going to go over how it sort of affected my team and what I suggest and some good replacements as well. So if you do like this one, please do drop a like and please hit subscribe if you're new, and let's jump into it. Okay, so just a reminder then, there are 6 teams that are going to be doubling this game week. So you've got Arsenal, Bournemouth, Palace, Liverpool, Sheffield United and Wolves, and then we've got Spurs who are going to be blanking. So yeah, just bear in mind, if you've got your wild card, then it's fine. If you've got your free hit, then it's fine. But if you don't have those chips, just bear in mind that Spurs are blanking as well. And I did touch on this in the last video, so be sure to check that out if you missed it. But yeah, these are the teams that are going to be doubling. There's been some injury updates as well, just from the press conferences today. So a team we're all looking to invest in is Wolves, and a lot of us were looking at Cunha. A lot of us were maybe looking at Aït-Nouri, and yeah, both of them have been ruled out, really. Cunha's been ruled out completely. And then Aït-Nouri, he said he might be fit enough for the bench, but when you're targeting double game week players, you obviously want them to play in both games, right? So I think Cunha, he's an easy sell now. You just go for Mateta, someone like that. And then Aït-Nouri, to be honest, I think he's a sell as well. And yeah, I think Dawson, Semedo, they're not going to play. Neto as well, they're still injured. So yeah, there's some Wolves injuries there, and then Liverpool as well. So obviously a lot of their players coming back from injury. They played last night, and yeah, I'm not sure how much to read into these minutes really, but I thought it was just worth mentioning. So Trent and Robertson, they both started. They got similar amount of minutes of 72 and 79. And obviously Bradley's now, he's completely out for the next few weeks. So, I mean, I know Gomez can play left back or right back, and I think he probably will, but it's hard to kind of say who for. So I'm really tempted to just play a bit of a punt and just go with Trent, because we know how much damage he can cause and how good he is. So yeah, I am, the minutes here are quite, they're quite good. 72 minutes, 79 minutes. I wasn't expecting that much, to be fair. And then Diaz and Salah both getting 66. Gakpo, I didn't watch the game, but I've heard he played really well as well. But I just think playing 90 minutes, I just think he's going to get rotated. And then Darwin 30 and Jota 30. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Trent and Jota. I don't know, I've just got a bit of a gut feeling about Jota. Could be completely wrong. He could just go blank. But currently, I'm on for Trent and Jota, as you'll see in a bit. But I think if you've got a gut feeling for one of them, then just go for it, because it does seem a bit of a minefield right now. The only kind of nailed on players in this Liverpool team, Alisson's back now, so I think he'll be fine. He'll play both. So yeah, if you've got Kelleher, I don't think he'll be getting any minutes now. So I think Alisson, he looks good. I mean, there is a slight risk that he could get injured again, but I think he'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, Alisson looks good. Obviously, Van Dijk, he'll just play both. He always plays. So he's like the safer option. And he has got a good goal threat as well. So if you are looking a bit safer, then Van Dijk's a really good pick. And then the midfield, there's just, you don't know. You really don't know. I mean, even Salah, he could get a rest. I don't think he will, because they need to win. They need to win every game now, don't they, to have a chance at the title. So yeah, I think Salah, I'd still definitely have Salah. And then it's for me anyway, it's between another midfielder. I'm currently on Jota, but I think of these, the list here, I think Diaz probably will get the most minutes, but I just like the Jota. He can obviously play in the centre role as well, or out wide. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with Trent and Jota, but I'll talk you through my free hit now. So this has changed slightly because of the Aït-Nouri and the Cunha injuries. So, and it kind of has an effect on, knock-on effect on the rest of the team. So I took Cunha out and I put Mateta in, but then you can only obviously have 3 Crystal Palace players. So then I had Henderson in net. I had to take him out of net. So now I've got Pickford in net. So I've got Pickford in there. I mean, he does get a lot of saves. I'm not expecting. I mean, maybe a clean sheet against Forest, and the Merseyside derby. It could be a really cagey game. You don't really know. So at least it's 2 home games. So Pickford. I mean, I would rather have Henderson, but I've got Munaz there. Is that how you say his name? Munaz, whatever he's called. Anyway, I've got him there in defence, and then I've also got Mateta and Eze as well. So yeah, mad, innit? I didn't think I was going to have struggling to get Palace players in. I thought I'd ideally have 4 Palace players, which sounds a bit crazy, really. But yeah, so I've got Pickford, Munez, Gabriel. I think, you could go for White maybe. I wouldn't go for Saliba because I just think Gabriel's got such good goal threat. White's got a bit more assist threat. So I've gone for Gabriel, and then I've got Trent, as I discussed as well. So Trent, I just want to take a bit of a punt on him, use my free hit to just try and get a few differentials in there. So yeah, Trent there. Hopefully I think he'll start 1. Hopefully he starts 2. But I think even if he starts 1 and he comes off, then I think that'll be absolutely fine. So that's the defence. You could sort of swap it around. You could have a Wolves defender maybe, but without Aït-Nouri, I think I'm just going to go for the Palace defence. And then I want 2 Palace attackers, as you'll see. So moving into midfield then, Salah, he gets the captain. I know he's not been as good. He's had a bit of a dip in form, but he can just turn it up, can't he? He can just absolutely run riot. So yeah, he's going to be my captain. I've not really changed that, to be honest. I have been tempted by Eze, but I think Eze versus Salah, I'm just going to go for Salah, I think. Unless it does get some sort of injury or something like that. But Eze, he's got 2 really good fixtures. I mean, for this double anyway, because there's not a great standout fixtures here. But West Ham at home and Newcastle at home, that's probably one of the best. I think the best fixture sort of pair out of all these players. So yeah, West Ham at home, Newcastle at home. He looks good as well. Elise's back from injury as well, so that helps him. He's actually a good differential as well, Elise. But yeah, I've gone for Eze. I think he's going to be highly owned. So what I've done here, I've tried getting a few sort of template players and then a few kind of differentials. So yeah, Eze's there. Havertz there as well. He's with Saka, so I've got the Arsenal duo in midfield. Havertz, he's been playing good recently. I think Arsenal, they can't lose as well, and they're going for the title. And I think Havertz makes that side better than Jesus does. So I think he will start twice, to be fair, because he can play in multiple roles as well. Havertz in there with Saka. I've seen some drafts without Saka, but I just think him and Salah, I think you just need them in there because they can do such good damage, and they'll hurt your rank as well because they're so highly owned. So I think, yeah, I'd have Saka, I'd have Salah, I'd have Eze, and then Jota's my kind of bigger differential, really. So I've just got a bit of a feeling about him. It could be Diaz, it could you could even go Núñez up top. But yeah, I've gone for Jota. I think he will start at least 1, and then hopefully just come off the bench and do something. So yeah, that's the midfield. Into attack, and this was Cunha, but now, as I said, I've swapped to Mateta. 2 decent enough fixtures, and yeah, the Palace attack's been pretty good recently. So yeah, that's me. I've got my Palace triple up, I've got a Liverpool triple up, an Arsenal triple up, and then I've got Solanke. So Solanke, I think he's really highly owned. So again, he sort of fits into that bit of a template player. But yeah, I think it's quite a nice blend of, I've got some differentials in there. I've got some template picks in there as well. So yeah, let me know, what would you change? I think you could swap Trent for Van Dijk. That would be a bit safer. You could swap Jota to Darwin, or you could swap Jota to Diaz. But I don't know. I think it looks I think it looks good. So yeah, that's how the team's looking. And the bench, hopefully, I shouldn't really need it, but yeah, I've got Sarr, Aït-Nouri, which I'll probably end up changing him, but it won't really matter anyway. Myolenko and Beto. So that is the team. As I said, let me know, what do you think, because yeah, it could change still. I'll put it in the comments if I do change anything, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think that's what I'm probably going to go with. And then just to finish up then, I spoke about it before, differential of the week. it's going to be Elise. I think 0.9% owned, good goal threat, and he's only 5.6 million as well. So yeah, good little differential there, I think. So I'm going to wrap that up then. If you did enjoy it, please do hit that like button, and please hit subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you again after the deadline once we're all finished. So yeah, best of luck all. I hope there's lots of green arrows for you. Cheers.